everyone, my name is shannonxcrochet and today, well, my name's Shannon, this account is shannonxcrochet and today I'm going to be making a video of stitches for beginners. So this will be covering all the stitches like the slip stitch, the magic loop or magic circle, however you say it. The single crochet, this is going to be in US terms. I am British, but I use US terms. And like the treble crochet as well, and just a few things that you might need to know if you are going to be following a pattern, or maybe just like a beginner's pattern, because some of the stitches I don't even know. So let's get into it. So this is how you do the starting loop. So you put it around your fingers, like this, like that. Pull it under, like that, like that. And then pull, if you want to do it on the hook. What I do to make it quicker, this, like that. So you got one, pull that through, and you got the knot. But if you want me to show you how to do it again on the hook, then I'll show you. Pull it through so it goes around and there's an X at the bottom. And then you pull it through and it should go through like that. Hopefully it showed on camera. Sorry, this is my first proper tutorial video. Around and around. But you want it so that there's a X marks the spot at the bottom. X, 2 lines, X. Pull it under, like that. Catch your hook, go around, pull off, and tighten. And then you want to tighten it a little bit more. Quite a lot of people say about tension. I'm no good at tension at all. So like, I hold my crochet hook, or might do it the other way around. I hold my crochet like this. Some people have like a little designated thing to do. They put it around. I can't do that. So this is how you do a chain. You pull it over the hook like this. Pull it through. Chain. Pull it through. Chain. Pull it through. And then say if you wanted to make a circle from this, you do another one. So there's 4. This is how you would start a granny square. And then you would pull it under. And this is how you make a slip stitch. So instead of doing a single crochet, you pull it through. But instead of pulling it over like you do a single crochet, you just pull it through again. So then it hasn't made an extra stitch. And then I'll show you how to do like a double crochet. So a double crochet, pull it across like that, like this. Hopefully you can see, like this. And then you pull it over once, like that. Put it into the hole. There should be a hole in the middle. Pull it through the hole. And then pull it through 2. Put it over again. Pull it through 2. That is how you do a double crochet. If you want to do a treble crochet, you do that, but you put it around twice on your hook, so it looks, oh, poop. Hang on, let's do that again. Pull it around twice, so it looks like there's 3 loops on there. Put it through the middle again, same place as you put the double crochet. And then you pull it around like you would to do a single crochet. You pull it through, go around, pull it through 2 again, go around, pull it through 2, and that's how you make it taller. So say if you wanted to make a rose, like a petal or something, then you would do like, or a leaf, you kind of do it so that it gradually goes up like this. And then to do a single crochet, what you do is don't put it around. Don't put it around first, just keep it as is. Put it into the loop, pull around, put this around, and pull through. That's how you do a single crochet. Also, this is what people call as frogging. I know quite a lot of people that have started in the crochet community don't know what that means. It means when you ribbit. So you just get rid of what you made. You ribbit, like rip it, ribbit. And frogging it just means that you're kind of undoing it so that you can make another project. Say if you don't like one of the things that you've made, you can undo it and then use the yarn. But do know that if you use the yarn too much, it will get a lot thinner and it will break. So it'll go very thin. This is how you make a magic loop. Now it's going to take me a little while because it normally does take me a while. But what you want to do is have it going towards you. This going towards you, going towards you, like this. And then you want to go around like that, little loop, and then scoop up the one next to it, scoop through, and then you'll know if you've done it right because the long end is going this way, and the tail, which you don't want to work the tail in, this is called the tail, goes this way. And what happens is that when you're, say we do 4 crochets or 6 crochets into the loop, like this, 1, hopefully you can see it, 2, like that, 3, let's put it down a little bit, and then, because I like to do my crocheting quite low, like 1, 2, 3. So you can count how many stitches there is by the little V's. So if you see the V's, you can see the stitches. So I've done 3 at the moment. 4, 5, and 6, like this. So now you've got 6. And what the magic loop does is when you pull, it gets smaller. And then there's no middle, like this, if you can see, no middle. And then what you do is you do another slip stitch, or say if it goes straight into the pattern and you want to increase, what you do is you do this. And then instead of going into the next stitch like you normally would, with an increase, you go back into the same stitch again. So you've got 2, if it wants to work. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. I've got quite shaky hands, so sometimes it takes a little while for it to want to work. Okay, so let's go into that one again. Let's see if my shaky hands will let me. And go into that one again. So then if you can see up close, there's 2 in 1 stitch. If you want to decrease, instead of doing that, there are different decreases that you can do. So I haven't really learned all of them because I'm still somewhat of a beginner. Also, I realised why it's not working. I'm working into the tail. Let's get rid of that one. There you go. Okay. So we don't want to be working into the tail. We don't want to do that. That was a mistake. Okay, so let's do this again. So we go into this one. Like that. Then we go into the same one because we're increasing. Go into the next one. Increase into the next one again. Go into the next one. Increase, so you go into the same one. Go into the next one. I know there are some increases that are kind of like you kind of go into the next one. Then you pull it in. Go around. Then you go into the next one, go around, and you kind of are doing like an invisible increase where you can't really see that you've increased it much. Same with decrease, you've got invisible decreases and normal decreases. So say if you wanted to decrease, so let's quickly take this out. If you wanted to decrease, so say you're trying to make a circle and you've gotten to the point where you want to decrease. Instead of going into the next one and doing it twice like you would do increasing, instead you're going to skip this middle one and go straight into the next one and do your single crochet or how many you need. And then that would decrease the amount of stitches. Majority of the time with circles, the number of stitches goes up by 6, so it'll be like 6, 12, 18, 24. Hopefully you're good at maths, because half the time I end up doing it wrong because I'm no good at maths. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the stuff. I mean, unless you want me to teach you how to do a granny square, which I can. So as you can tell, I've pulled it out a little bit more. So I've worked on it, I've pulled it out, it's gotten thinner. Like you can tell, it's a lot weaker than it was when I first started taking it off the ball. So, as you can see, let's do a granny square. So you go around, do the little thing at the back. Granny squares, you don't always need to do a magical knot. You can always just do chains. So that's what we're going to do today. So here it is. And you got to make sure the tail is this way. Do not work into the tail. Otherwise, you've got about this much yarn to work into. And that's not going to be a very long granny square. So what you need to do is you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to go into the first one from the fourth one from the hook. And then you're going to slip stitch. So you go in. Instead of going round like you would for a normal stitch, you do that. And then, normally with granny squares, it depends how big or small you want it to be. I normally do the first round as a free, so it's free. Go around, go into the middle, so that normally, because it's a circle, they'll have a middle, and it'll be a lot bigger than going into the other ones. And then you go around and you do a double crochet. Like that, as you can see. And then do another one. They normally go in threes, so we have to do 2 more, or 1 more here now. And then to create a corner, all you have to do is chain 2 and then do another double crochet into the middle like that. Do another double crochet like that, and another one. And you may be thinking after doing this, but it looks round. That is because you have to block it, which I could show you in maybe a short how to block granny squares, because I am currently blocking granny squares at the moment, because I'm trying to make the jumper or kind of top from The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is a Jenny Han book / series, which is on Prime. I've fallen in love with it, it's so good. And then chain another 2 to make a corner, go around like that. Normally granny squares you wouldn't just have the middle, so we're going to do another kind of level. So when you get to this end, what you've got to do is crochet. You got to chain 2 and then attach it to this bit. And there are different granny squares, so it really depends what type of granny square you want to do. I'm going to be doing a solid one, so that means you go into each stitch. If you want to just do a normal granny square, you just do the corners and skip the middle. So let me do another 3. 1, 2, 3. Go into the next one, not this one. Don't go into this one that's next to the treble crochet or next to the chains. Go into the next one. Like that. And then go into the middle. And when it comes to doing the corners, you want to do 3 double crochets. Like this. And then what you want to do is do the corner again. So chain 2. And then what you want to do is double crochet another 3 times. Like that. So say if you, let's finish this before I start going on about the different granny squares. Say if you wanted to make a regular granny square, what you'd do is you'd chain 2 or 3, and then you'd go into the next one and do a double crochet. But I'm not doing that because I want to do a solid granny square. So I'm going to, instead of skipping these two up here, I'm going to go into them. So we got one, go into the next one, and then you're at the corner again where you put 3 double crochets into the corner like this, and then you do a chain of 2 to do the corner, and then you go around again and do the 3 double crochets, not trebles. There you go. Go around if you're doing the non-solid one. And there's also loads of different granny squares that aren't just, you know, the normal ones. At the moment I'm making flower ones or daisies, but I'm making mine pink and the original pattern or the original colour is blue. But I'm not using a pattern, I'm just kind of seeing what it looks like and then hoping that it's going to look the same if I do it. So you get to the end again, do 2 for a corner, go around like that. People might look at this and probably think that my tension's a bit too tight, but I do have really shaky hands, so I need the tension to be tight in order for me not to lose the wool. Also, when you are crocheting, make sure to have a break. Make sure to stretch your fingers out. So say you've done, I don't know, 5 of these. Do less if you want. It's just your fingers will start to ache. And it's mainly on this side, which you won't think. I thought it'd be this side, but you're working on whatever hand that you're not crocheting with. Because you're putting it around your fingers, aren't you? Put it around. Put it around. And even though it looks a bit silly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it in the first one. I know there's another one there, but I'm going to overlap it because the thing is there's a big like gaping hole in the middle. And then what you're going to do is in the next one you're going to do a slip stitch like I showed you before, where you're going to go into it. Don't pull it round, don't do that, just and put it like that. Then you go around again, that's what I do anyways, and then you cut it and take it off and weave the ends in. But in between, what I'm going to show you to do is some practices. So when it comes to, you've done a couple of these, what you need to do is look after your hands. So like do that, you know. Because the thing is, crocheting is a very good hobby. It's very good, but it can lead to some, like, not illnesses, but, you know, you can get carpal tunnel syndrome, which is not very nice. And also, so I have arthritis in my family already, but it does give you arthritis. So what you gotta do is just shake them, you know, in between doing it, and just make sure that you're keeping your hands healthy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any other videos that you want me to do. Do you want me to do crochet with me? Do you want me to do packing orders, crocheting orders, anything you want me to do and I'll do it. Okay. Make sure to also go to my shop, which is shannonxcrochet, if you do want any of the things that I crochet. And yeah, bye.